What? Should I say it now?
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्
वसुदेवसुतं देवम्
वसुदेवसुतं देवम्
कंसचाणूरमर्दनम्
कंसचाणूरमर्दनम्
देवकी परमानन्दम्
देवकी परमानन्दम्
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्.
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्.
Now we see the 12th shloka of 12th chapter, which is the essence of Bhagavad Gita, but it is the essence of all the teachings. So 12th shloka of 12th chapter. Shreyo hi jnanam abhyasat
श्रेयो ज्ञानम् अभ्यासात्
ज्ञानाध्यानं विशिष्यते
ज्ञानात् ध्यानं विशिष्यते
ध्यानात् कर्मफलत्यागः
ध्यानात् कर्मफलत्यागः
त्यागात् शान्ति अनन्तरम्.
त्यागात् शान्ति अनन्तरम्.
So Bhagavan is telling here that the whole Adhyatmic spiritual journey or Adhyatma Gyan or Adhyatma Vidya starts from Abhyas, and then Shreyo hi Jnanam Abhyasat Jnana Dhyanam Vishishyate Dhyanat Karma. Then Abhyas, then Gyan, then Dhyan, and ultimately Karma Phal Tyag. Without Karma Phal Tyag, the Shanti, which is the goal of life. I mean, whatever we are doing, everything, including material or non or Adhyatmic, the purpose is to have Mana Shanti. But we can get temporary Shanti by outside things, temporary. But Bhagavan says Shanti Anantaram, uninterrupted Shanti, only you can get through the ladder of Adhyatma Vidya, which is Abhyas to Gyan, Dhyan, and then Karma Phal Tyag. So the goal is to have that Karma Phal Tyag andar se. Karma Phal Tyag is not to be practiced. It is the result of Adhyatmic sadhana. And then Shanti comes, Anantaram, uninterrupted. Now, Arjun, go ahead and say the shlok, Arjun's Pratana, which is our Pratana also. It is the seventh shlok of, seventh shlok of second chapter, which is Arjun's Pratana and which is our Pratana. So go ahead, Arjun.
Yeah.
कार्पण्य दोष
कार्पण्य दोषौ उपहत्स्वभावः प्रेक्षामितां धर्मसमूढ अचेतः यच्छ्रेयस्य निश्चितं ब्रूलितन्ने शेषस्तेऽहं शारि मां प्रपन्नम्.
So
Meaning?
Arjun is telling to Bhagwan.
He knows meaning.
Yeah, go ahead, tell the meaning.
When Arjun surrenders to Bhagwan, when you tell me what to do.
That's correct, yeah. So that is our Pratana too. Bhagwan, tell us what to do.
Just keep it
So
to you.
Arjun, thanks to Arjun that he did the Pratana and we got the answer to this one Pratana is the entire Bhagavad Gita. So Arjun asked this, the seventh shloka of second chapter, and after that Bhagwan started telling him the entire Bhagavad Gita is answer to one prayer. So thanks Arjun for doing the prayer to Bhagwan.
You're welcome.
Got the prasad. Okay, we all got the prasad because of Arjun's prayer. So, and then we'll continue with our 10th chapter. So we are on 10th chapter, which is Vibhuti Yoga. Vibhuti means the glories. And the definition is Vividham Bhavati iti Vibhuti, means which can take many forms. Vividham Bhavati, which can be in many forms. That is, Vivid means many, and Bhavati means it takes the shape. So in this world is so diversified, so many things. And Bhagavan says, I take my form is in all those things you see that. That's what Vibhuti is, the glory. And so this chapter is Vibhuti Yoga 10th, and we are in the almost the last part of this chapter. So Bhagavan, Arjuna asks in the beginning, because in the 7th chapter, Bhagavan has already told Arjun that my lower and higher nature means, of course, which we call Bhagavan, that is also me, but he says lower nature, even the Prakriti is me. Pancha Tattva, Jal, Vayu, Agni, Akash, everything is me, everything, plant, animal. So that was Apara Prakriti. And then Para Prakriti means which we call Bhagwan or Brahman. But Arjun asked then, oh, can you give me some more detail in this chapter? So Bhagwan says, okay, I'll tell you again. So that's Arjun's prarthana again, that tell me about your glories. And then Bhagwan started the 10th chapter. And we saw in the beginning, Bhagwan says, everything is me. So we were on the 30, we did 32nd shlok. So we'll just recap 32nd and then continue with rest of Bhagwan's glory. So Bhagwan says in this previous shlok, he said that, see, I am, and glory means the best amongst the things. That is glory, right? Like the best player in the team, MVP we call it, right? So every player is good, the entire team is good, but MVP stands out. That's why we call it most valuable player, right? But the entire team is doing. So that's glory means something. So Bhagwan says last time we saw that among the warriors, I am Sri Ram, I am Ram. Among the rivers, I am Ganga. Among the branches of knowledge, I am Adhyatma Vidya, self-knowledge. And among the discussions, I am the discussion which is done for constructive enlightening. And constructive enlightening, that discussion. It's not just argument. It is not argument. It is, we call it Vad. And the whole Bhagavad Gita is Samvad. Vyasji says that it is Samvad. So that's what last shlok, we'll repeat that shlok. That's the 32nd shlok of 10th chapter, which is Vibhuti Yoga. So, Sarganam Adi Antah Cha
Sarganam adi antascha
Madhyam Chaiva Aham Arjuna
madhyam chaivaham Arjuna
Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam
adhyatma vidya vidyanam
Vadah Pravadatamaham.
vadah pravadattaham.
So है अर्जुन, भगवान says that सृष्टियों के आदि अंत और मध्य में भी मैं ही हूँ. अध्यात्म विद्या अर्थात ब्रह्म विद्या और परस्पर में विवाद करने वालों में तत्व निर्णय के लिए किए जाने वाला वाद भी मैं ही हूँ.
Of creations, I am the beginning and the end, and also the middle. O Arjun, of knowledge, I am the knowledge of self, of arguments, vada, logic.
Yeah, so we saw Bhagwan, and Bhagwan has told number of times in this that is the beginning is Bhagwan, middle of Bhagwan, and in fact the end is not destruction. So there is no word destruction. That's where a lot of time our people say that, oh, Bhagwan Shiv is a destroyer. No. He's Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. There's just one, but in the beginning, in the middle, and at the end means which is a dissolution, which is pralay. So Bhagwan says everything is me. अब हम लोगों ने इसीलिए ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश 3 नाम दे दिए. But he says everything is just me, just Bhagwan. But then he says the all kind of knowledge, and we know the material knowledge like physics, chemistry, or all science, finance, everything is a knowledge. But all these knowledge, these are material, and in adhyatmic sense, in the terminology of Vedant, we say everything material, everything which is outside the world, we see that, including our body, including my name, including my identity. Everything is temporary. Everything has to go. And we call it temporary means anatma. The only thing which is permanent is atma. That's why we say we are all atma, bhag, everything. So Bhagavan says everything is anatma, is also vidya, but the best of vidya is atma vidya. So that's why adhyatma means atma. Knowing myself is adhyatma. So simple definition, when I know myself completely, so far we all know that, oh, I am this, I am father, or I am director, or I am engineer, or I am doctor, or I am a male, or I am a female. These are all body identification. And we think we are that. And Bhagavan says that is all anatma vidya. So adhyatma vidya is, atma vidya is when I know myself, which is my true nature. So in our terminology, we say that knowing anatma vidya is equivalent to agyan, ignorance. That's it. There is nothing other than it. हम लोग बोलते हैं ना अज्ञान, ignorance, knowing myself as this temporary things is agyan, and that's agyan. And we think, oh, we know, oh, I know, yeah, we know all these things, but this is all agyan. The only thing gyan is when you know yourself completely, when you know that you are purna. Purna means I am complete. That's why Atma and Paramatma is same. The day I realized Tattvam Asi, I am that. That who? But the Paramatma. I am that Paramatma. That is, then I become Purna. Till then I am Apurna, incomplete. And incompleteness in Adhyatmic sense is Agyan. Because as long as I feel I know I am incomplete, I am going to seek something to make it complete. It's a human nature. If I know I'm missing something, I long for that. Oh, I want that. And that I want is Adhyatmic term, that's a desire. And as long as desire stays in our consciousness or our mind or various terms used, as long as I have desires, I am Apurna. Because desire is nothing but equal to Agyan, ignorance, in Adhyatmic sense. Because we have seen in the second chapter what happens when the desires are there. So Bhagavan is saying, that's why Adhyatma. So now just imagine Bhagavan is saying, I am Adhyatma Vidya. So anytime we do this study, for example, this satsang, or we do many satsang, or we go to mandir, or we do a puja, as long as, and we saw in the previous shlok, one of that, what is the purpose of Adhyatma Vidya? One of the purpose of Adhyatma Vidya is, if I am not, maybe I am doing a arti, or I am doing a puja, or I am doing a simple bhajan, doesn't matter, or I am chanting Om, anything. As long as while doing that, I feel connected to Bhagwan, and I am feeling elevated, that is called Adhyatma Rasad. That is called Adhyatma Vidya, and that is Bhagavan is saying that is me. So just imagine कीजिए कि कभी हम पूजा कर रहे हैं और that moment I feel connected. I am Bhagavan. Bhagavan is me. Because that Bhagavan is saying that Adhyatma Vidya is me. And so that's why when we go to Tirth or go to Mandir, our goal is not that particular sthan or that particular name or that particular, because even going to Tirupati, here is the title given to Bhagavan is Tirupati now. Just Tirupati means Bhagavan. There is no Tirupati that time. But I have done Balaji Darshan. Oh, I have done Ganeshji Darshan. Oh, I have done Jyotirling Darshan. We are titling Bhagavan. But doesn't matter. It is Jyotirling or it is Tirupati or it is Ganga River. It is all Bhagavan. Once we have that connectedness, then Bhagavan says, that is me. हमारे अंदर ही है भगवान, कोई बाहर कहीं से नहीं है. So that's what Bhagavan is saying. So Adhyatma Vidya means you feel connected to Bhagavan. And then second thing he says, Vad. He said Pravadatam means any argument which is done to arrive at the truth, that is Vad. That is me. So anytime if Chinmayanand ji बहुत अच्छी बात बोलते थे. Chinmayanand ji बोलते थे कि if there is a heat in the argument, then that argument is a problem. There should be light in the argument. Light means argument is for enlightenment, not for creating heat. But majority time our arguments are heated. Even आध्यात्मिक argument. मैंने देखा है कि हमारे मंदिर में भी कई बार, I mean, we go, people fight even in आध्यात्मिक sense also. अरे ये ठीक नहीं है, अरे नहीं, हमारे यहाँ तो गणेश जी की पूजा होती है, and people, Chinmayanand ji was very right that any time argument has heat, it is not Vad. It is Vad Vivad. Anytime argument takes you to truth, Satya, that is Vad. And that's what's happening here. That's why we read at the end of Bhagavad Gita, right? Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Bhakti Yogo Nama. So the word is Samvad, because Arjuna is asked the question to know the truth. And whatever Bhagavan is answering in Bhagavad Gita to reveal the truth to Arjuna. And the truth is that, Arjun, you are unnecessarily worried that they are going to die or you are going to die. Nobody is going to die. The body has to die. Atma is not going anywhere. That is what Bhagavan is revealing. And that is the truth. That is the Satya. So, iske liye, Vad, anything. So, what we do when we read Bhagavad Gita or we do discussion, एंड करना चाहिए हमारे यहाँ तो. दैट्स व्हाट वन ऑफ द टीचिंग इज इन आवर ट्रेडिशन, दैट श्रवणम मननम निदिध्यासनम. Shravanam means listening, Mananam means regurgitate the listening, whatever you heard, and Nididhyasana means imbibe the teaching. And then they say satsang. And we saw in the previous shlok, there is one shlok, Bhagavan says satsang is also me. And that's the reason satsang is required, because satsang mein you talk to each other. हमारे यहाँ तो सत्संग का इसलिए बहुत बड़ा महत्व है, बिकॉज सत्संग में यू आर नॉट जस्ट लिसनिंग, यू आर डिस्कसिंग ऑल्सो. सो हम लोग जैसे Naveen bhai and I meet, we talk at least 15-20 minutes, we just talk about Bhagavad Gita. And we both enjoy that, right? So share whatever we know. And that is called Vad. And that moment, if we are discussing with someone, जैसे मैं तो बच्चों को पढ़ाता हूँ, like, and I have some classes also, many other, and especially children classes. I mean, though that half an hour just is a half an hour class, it just goes like this, because the way I'm interacting and the way they are asking, it's like in the presence of Bhagwan. That's what Bhagwan is saying. कि प्रवदताम वाधा अस्मि, जो सत्य के को पहुंचने के लिए जो डिस्कशन हो रहा है वो मैं हूँ. So then look at that, so easy to realize भगवान नथिंग, कुछ हमें बहुत दूर जाने की जरूरत नहीं, सब हमारे अंदर ही है. So with that we'll go to 33rd श्लोक, right? अक्षराणाम अकारो अस्मि. 33rd श्लोक of Naveen bhai, you're on mute, right? अक्षराणाम अकारो अस्मि,
Aksharanam akarosmi,
द्वंद्वः समासि कस्य च,
dvandah samasikasya cha,
अहमेवाक्षय कालो,
aham evakshaya
कालो
kalo,
धाताहं विश्वतो मुखः.
dataham vishwato mukha.
मैं अक्षरों में अकार और समासों में द्वंद्व समास हूँ. अक्षय काल, काल का भी महाकाल हूँ, और विश्वतो मुखम, विराट रूप सबका धारण पोषण करने वाला भी मैं ही हूँ.
Of letters, I am a, and dvandas or dual of all compounds. I am indeed the everlasting time. I am the supporter facing all directions.
Yes, again Bhagavan, this is a vibhuti, glories. So Bhagavan is bringing the best out of the best. So akshar means we know that syllables, like 26 characters जो होते हैं, या संस्कृत में 46 हैं. Which is is easiest to pronounce, and is the first like syllable alphabet में first. हिंदी में भी, इंग्लिश में तो ए होता है, बट हिंदी में, संस्कृत में, all भारतीय भाषा is the easiest to pronounce and is the beginning. तो भगवान says beginning, वहाँ से तो लिटरेचर शुरू होता है. अनलेस यू नो जैसे हम किसी को पूछते हैं कि पढ़ना लिखना आ ई आता है कि नहीं, इट्स लाइक दैट. सो से ही स्टडी शुरू होती है. एंड भगवान से दैट इज मी, because the whole study starts with so that is me. And the samas is a compounding, like we know that is Sanskrit rule. So dvand samas ek hota hai. Dvand samas, I mean, very simple terms, we don't want to go into details Sanskrit, but dvand, there are multiple compounds, right? We know there are 37 types of compound in English also, in Sanskrit also. So dvand samas is the very unique. In dvand samas, both the subjects are equally powerful. And simple is that mata pita, mata or pita. So we drop the or and say mata pita, and then we say sukh dukh. So sukh or dukh, sukh dukh. We read sukh dash dukh. That is dvandva samas. We are joining two words, but both are equally important. Like sukh dukh दोनों बराबर है, माता पिता दोनों बराबर है. So that's why it is called dvandva. Bhagavan says that is easiest samas, like the compounding rule, and that is me. But the next one is very important. Akshaya Kala Asmi. So it is very unique to Hindu tradition that Kal, we have Kal, two things for us. The moment I say Kal, एक चीज दिमाग में आती है डेथ, जिससे हम लोग, और दूसरा आता है टाइम. So we use both, like for Kal, for time and death also. And that is one reason भगवान शिव का एक नाम महाकाल भी है. The one who इसलिए हमारे यहाँ महामृत्युंजय मंत्र बोलते हैं कि अगर आप महामृत्युंजय मंत्र बोलो तो, and it's always like when there is a fear or there is somebody is sick and you feel like कुछ होने वाला है, तो महामृत्युंजय like त्र्यंबकम यजामहे सुगंधिम पुष्टिवर्धनम उर्वारुकमिव बंधनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्। मतलब मेरे को भगवान ये जो फियर और डेथ है, ये मुक्षी, उससे मोक्ष, उससे फ्रीडम। सो भगवान, प्रार्थना शिव जी से है, पर कोई शिव अलग नहीं, भगवान से ही है। सो द प्रार्थना इज दैट कि भगवान यू टेक मी आउट ऑफ दिस फियर ऑफ डेथ। एंड भगवान हैज प्रॉमिस इन द भगवद गीता, ऑल शास्त्र की, डेथ आई कैन नॉट डिनाई, बिकॉज पहले तो आगे आगे बोलेंगे इसी की, आई एम डेथ ऑल्सो, सो डोंट वरी, डेथ इज नथिंग नेगेटिव, भगवान मैं ही डेथ हूँ, लेकिन हमें डेथ का डर है। सो भगवान सेज कि इसलिए भगवान को महाकाल बोला है कि महाकाल मीन्स हु ट्रांसेंड्स द डेथ ऑल्सो। भगवान शिव, दैट्स वाई भगवान शिव प्रलय करता, एंड वील सी आगे जाके कि भगवान शिव इज अ डिजॉल्वर एंड रिक्रिएशन होता है, प्रलय के बाद रिक्रिएशन होता है। नथिंग इज डिस्ट्रॉयड इन दिस वर्ल्ड, नथिंग इज डिस्ट्रॉयड। So that's why we call them Mahakal. And second is time. And we all know that last time I talked that महाभारत जब सीरियल आता था तो उसमें उसका जो नरेशन भी था, वो नरेशन आता था मैं समय हूँ और मैंने ये सब देखा है। पूरी महाभारत B.R. चोपड़ा की स्टार्ट उसी से होती थी और एंड भी उसी समय बोलता था कि मैंने ये देखा है। एंड इट इज ट्रू, एवरीथिंग इज डिस्ट्रॉयड बट समय इज नॉट, बिकॉज एवरीथिंग इज डिस्ट्रॉइंग इन टाइम बट नॉट टाइम। एवरीथिंग इज डिस्ट्रॉइंग। हम लोग पैदा होते हैं, देयर इज अ डेट ऑफ बर्थ, देयर इज अ एक्सपिरेशन डेट, पासपोर्ट में लिखा होता है, हर जगह जाते हैं तो वॉट एवर एज, बिकॉज एवरीथिंग इज इम्परमानेंट। अनात्म, वॉट एवर इज अनात्म हैज टू डाई, बट समथिंग विच इज आत्मा, विच इज इटर्नल, सर्वगतः स्थाणुर अचलो अयम सनातन नित्य, दैट इज बियॉन्ड टाइम, बिकॉज टाइम नेवर डाइज। सो आत्मा इज, इसलिए भगवान ने बोला कि मैं काल हूँ, क्योंकि काल कभी खत्म नहीं होता है। काल सबको खत्म करता है, देखता है, काल सबको देखता है। हम सब देखते हैं, हम टाइम, हम बोलते हैं हमें पिट्सबर्ग में आए थे 1970s में, कोई होता 1980s में आए थे, एंड देन देयर एंड वी सी ऑल दो न्यूज़ आती है कि ऑबिचुअरी हो रही कि जो आए थे वो जा भी रहे हैं। आने के ही साथ जगत में कहलाया जाने वाला, वो बंद लगी होने खुलते ही मेरी जीवन मधुशाला। हरिवंश राय बच्चन कहते हैं कि जैसे ये खुली है वैसे ही बंद होना शुरू हो जाती है। द मोमेंट यू आर बॉर्न यू आर रेडी टू डाई एट सम पॉइंट। कोई 80 में जाएगा, कोई 10 साल में भी जा सकता है। सो दैट्स वाई हरिवंश राय बच्चन ने बड़ी अच्छी फिलॉसफी की बात करी है कि, कि आने के ही साथ जगत में कहलाया जाने वाला, जैसे ही आता है, जो आता है वही जाता है, दूसरा कोई नहीं जाता है। और बंद लगी होने खुलते ही मेरी जीवन मधुशाला, जैसे ही खुलती है वैसे ही बंद होने की तैयारी शुरू हो जाती है। दुकान सुबह, शॉप सुबह खुलती है, शाम को वॉलमार्ट के 10 बजे बंद होना शुरू, बंद तैयारी शुरू। इट्स लाइक दैट। सो बट वन थिंग डजंट क्लोज इज काल, विच इज भगवान से, दैट इज मी। सो दैट भगवान से, सो काल, इसलिए हमने भगवान ही माना है काल को, एंड दैट्स व्हाट भगवान सेज। सो एंड देन ही सेज विश्वतो मुखम। विश्वतो मुखम मीन्स आई कैन सी एवरीथिंग। जैसे हमारे यहाँ एक कहावत भी है ना कि मदर्स ऑलवेज से दैट, वो बच्चे हम लोग जब छोटे थे मस्ती करते थे, ए व्हाट आर यू डूइंग, मॉम हाउ डिड यू नो, oh I have eyes on the back of my head too. That is very old saying, mothers have eyes on the back of, they know what children are doing in the other room too. भगवान से विश्वतो मुखम मीन्स मैं सब देख रहा हूँ, आई कैन सी एवरीथिंग। सो वी शुड नॉट बी इन द डिल्यूजन की, हम लोग जैसे प्रार्थना तो करते हैं कि भगवान, जैसे आज जय जगदीश हरे में बोलते हैं कि सब कुछ है तेरा, राइट, लेकिन हमें विश्वास नहीं होता कि भगवान का सब कुछ है और भगवान सब देख रहा है, हमें डाउट रहता है। भगवान बार बार कि डोंट वरी, आई एम सीइंग एवरीथिंग, देर इज एन ऑर्डर इन दिस यूनिवर्स। जो भी आपके साथ हो रहा है, किसी के साथ हो रहा है, नथिंग इज हैपनिंग, देर इज नो इनजस्टिस, देर इज समथिंग बियॉन्ड दिस, देर इज अ ऑर्डर, देर इज अ लॉ वर्किंग, एंड दैट इज माई ड्यूटी। सो भगवान इज विश्वतो मुखम, भगवान इज सीइंग एवरीथिंग। वो दो बच्चे एक बार स्कूल में, देवर मंदिर में कहीं जा रहे थे, देर वॉज अ क्यू ऑफ, प्रसाद भी मंदिर में रहता है ना, तो सो द टीचर सेड, वो एक बच्चे ने सोचा कि बिना दर्शन करने के पहले ही एप्पल रखा था कि उठा लें, तो उठाने लगा तो पंडित जी थे, उन्होंने बोला ए भगवान इज वॉचिंग, ओके, जैसे बच्चों को डराने बोलते हैं, सो डोंट पिक अप द एप्पल। उसने कहा अरे भगवान देख रहा है। तो देर वाज उसके बगल में कैंडी भी थी। तो उसके दोस्त ने सोचा कि उसने कहा मैं कैंडी उठा लेता हूँ। लड़के ने बोला नो 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 डोंट, ले भगवान, बोले भगवान इज वॉचिंग एप्पल, लेट मी टेक द कैंडी। सो इज लाइक दैट। सो हम एक्चुअली वो बच्चे नहीं, हम भी यही करते हैं। हम भी सोचते हैं कि भगवान हमें नहीं देख रहा, भगवान मैं सब देख रहा हूँ। एंड वी नो द स्टोरी इज अ वेरी फेमस स्टोरी। एक मेरे फिर से याद आ गई कि a teacher told in the Gurukul, there was this, and they were talking about the Satya, same चीज कि भगवान सब देखता है। And he said, teacher wanted to test kids, right? He said, okay, you all take, I'm going out somewhere, and then you have your time. So make sure that you take something what you want to eat and go to a place where nobody is watching you and eat. So all the kids took some candy or whatever, then they went somewhere and then ate and came back. And so one kid brought the candy back. Teacher said, what happened? Everybody went outside. They found some place in the corner where nobody was watching. He says, I went to all the corners. Then why didn't you eat? He said, Bhagwan was everywhere. You said nobody is watching. Bhagwan was watching. I could see Bhagwan everywhere. So I couldn't eat. Because there is no place that nobody is watching. Bhagwan is watching. And that's what Bhagwan, Vishwato Mukham Dhata. Dhata means, and I provide the result also. It's like a chief justice or justice or lawyer or what we call it that. And so that message here is that ये सब कहानी मतलब खाली श्लोक नहीं है। I mean, sometimes we should not, we take it lightly, पढ़ ली भगवद गीता हो गया। No, it's a very serious message here. Very serious is very serious message. We have all those stories, but भगवान is there everywhere. हमारे यहाँ एक गाना भी है वो, हरी हरी वसुंधरा पे नीला नीला ये भगवान, नीला नीला ये गगन। उसके आखिरी में बोलते हैं, उसकी तो आंख हमारी तो आंख एक है, उसकी हजार है, ये कौन चित्रकार है, ये कौन चित्रकार है। क्या ये सब कुछ भगवान का है। सब देख रहे हैं भगवान। वो सूर्य से देख रहे हैं, चंद्रमा से देख रहे हैं। एवरी फॉर्म भगवान इज वॉचिंग अस। सो विद दैट विल गो टू 34th श्लोक। Oh, it's a very powerful श्लोक, right? मृत्यु सर्वहरश्च हम,
मृत्यु सर्वहरश्च हम,
उद्भवः च भविष्यताम्,
उद्भवश्च भविष्यताम्,
कीर्तिः श्रीवाक च नारीणाम्,
कीर्तिः श्रवाक च नारीणाम्,
स्मृति मेधा धति क्षमा।
स्मृति मेधा धृति क्षमा.
सो भगवान इज सेइंग, मैं, हे अर्जुन, मैं सबका नाश करने वाला मृत्यु हूँ और आगे होने वालों की उत्पत्ति का कारण हूँ, तथा स्त्रियों में कीर्ति श्री वाक स्मृति मेधा धृति और क्षमा हूँ। वाह, इट्स वेरी पावरफुल श्लोक।
And I am the all-devouring death and the birth of future beings. Of the feminine, I am Kirti, fame, Shri, prosperity, Vak, speech, Smriti, memory, Medha, intelligence, Dhriti, firmness, and Kshama, forgiveness.
Wow. So let's take first Bhagwan says, I said aham sarvahara मृत्यु। सर्वहरा शब्द यूज किया है हरण करना। हरह मीन्स हरण करना। सो हरण मीन्स, लुक एट दैट, भगवान इज नॉट द वर्ड यू, आई डोंट नो फ्रॉम वेयर इंग्लिश में ट्रांसलेशन, या हमारे हिंदी में भी आई डोंट नो वेयर आवर आचार्य एंड इवन आई हियर समटाइम बिग स्कॉलर्स और स्वामी जी दे से दैट, राइट, कि भगवान शिव जो है वो डिस्ट्रॉयर हैं, ऐसा यूज करते हैं, राइट। और नो नो नो, भगवान सर्वहर, everything has to come to a logical end. Hara means bringing something to the logical end, and that is me. So mrityu, इसलिए विनोबा जी, I always, many times I quote and I love that statement by Vinoba ji. Vinoba ji, before Vinoba ji had ichha mrityu kind of thing, and I have shared that story many times, but I love that, right? He departed in 10 days, watching everything. He slowly leaving all the strength, and he died on the day of Diwali morning. Wonderful mrityu. He was watching his, because Vinobaji could understand that he was a perfect Gita devotee or Gita student. He used to say that. So Bhagavan says, I am the Sarvahara Mrityu, means bringing everything to the logical end. That is Mrityu. हम लोगों तो because क्या था, because so much fear we have from Mrityu, right from the childhood. I remember हम लोग जब छोटे थे तो इधर इंडिया में तो प्रोसेशन बाहर ही निकलता है. So people just walk on the street and we'll say, "We kids, our parents, come in, come in, come in." There is a death procession going on. They'll say, "Come in, come inside." They won't allow us to watch because everything, Mrityu is something not good. Of course, little kids may not understand, but that's the way we are raised, fear of. So Bhagwan is saying, Vinoba ji ne likha jab before he is dying, there is a book written by him. He says, death is the mildest form of God, Bhagwan. What a wonderful, and he left like that. वो विठल को देखते देखते गए क्योंकि he said there is nothing mrityu, right? It is all Bhagwan's order. So it is not something which is unfavorable or which is happening to me. It is just Bhagwan's order. So Bhagwan, that's why he's saying mrityu. In fact, last 2 months ago when I was in India, my mother passed away. So we had India में तो आजकल there is a van given by some like sponsors, and then they call it Shavahan. So we take the body in that Vahan. So Gyan was by chance, my son Gyan, I don't know Gyan is today here or not, but Gyan was also there. So first time he saw in India how this funeral procession goes. And it was going through the street, a busy street, Bhopal ki, and auto rickshaw, scooter. And Gyan had an observation. He asked me later on, he told me, and I was very happy to see his observation. He said he was sitting in the van too, like all our brothers, we were sitting in the van. And he said, I observed that many people, they stop the scooter or car or cycle and then just do the pranam. And he said, what is that? He said, I'm really surprised that people are just stopping because there is a dead body going and doing pranam. I said, that is the respect from, that is Bhagwan is saying, मृत्यु में हूँ. ये ingrained है हमारे culture में. So that's what, very good observation, but I didn't realize when he said that, and that is true. And I told him that there is a respect for because Atma hai, Bhagwan hai Mrityu. So that's what Bhagwan is saying here. And then Bhagwan says, the next one is Udbhav Bhavishyatam. Whatever is going to be born in future, that is also me. So even the birth, whatever is happening, cause of birth is me, death is me. So that, and actually, when we go to the 11th chapter, there is a shlok in 11th chapter 32, which is a repetition of this, which Oppenheimer took it. And he said that, oh, death is God. There's no harm using the nuclear weapon. And he's quoted Gita shlok, 32 shlok, 11th chapter, में similar shlok, we'll see that. That's what Oppenheimer used. Oh, the God is death, so there's no problem using the nuclear bomb. But he took it in wrong way, but that's what he took it from Bhagavad Gita. So the next one is very important. Last week was that International Women's Day. And in fact, I sent to a couple of the ladies I know who are the leaders in the community. They do a lot of good work. So I sent this shlok to them, International Women's Day. And this has come this week, right? So Bhagavan is saying, Narinam. Narinam is not saying the Nari means the feminine qualities. In the feminine qualities, I am Shri. And look at this. All these are girls' name in Hindu tradition. Shri is girl's name. Smriti, Medha, Dhrati, Kshama. ये लड़कियों के नाम भी होते हैं हमारे यहाँ. And these are the feminine qualities. And Bhagavan is saying, this is me. किसी के अंदर आप अगर क्षमा देखते हैं, the forgiveness. Kshama means capacity to accept somebody else's wrongdoing or mistake. That is Kshama. Forgiveness is a very loose translation. Forgiveness means like arrogance है. Forgiveness means मैं forgive कर रहा हूँ. Kshama is a very different meaning. Kshama means a capacity to accept with humility, with no complaint, if somebody has done something wrong. That is Kshama. Forgiveness, it's a very loose translation. So Bhagavan is saying कि अगर किसी में आप क्षमा देखते हैं, that is me. तो किसी दिन अगर इसीलिए हमें बचपन सिखाते हैं कि क्षमा करना सीखो. अगर मैं किसी को क्षमा मुझसे करता नहीं हूँ, that's a very wrong statement. अगर क्षमा मुझसे हो जाती है, तो that is भगवान. And Bhagavan says, ये quality is feminine है. Look at, Bhagavan is not talking here about equality. आजकल बहुत झंझट चलती है, right? Bhakti has given me a book which I'm reading these days. in that book name title is Invisible Woman. So Bhakti told me, Papa, I padho aap. So I'm reading that book, Invisible Woman. And the book starts with default men. Because in this world, everything is default men. अभी भक्ति ने बुक दी थी जब ट्रम्प एंड कमला हैरिस वर डिबेटिंग एंड शी सेड ही इज गोइंग टू विन. Bhakti already said he is going to win because he's a default man. So, but Bhagwan is saying he is not talking about the equality. He is bringing a rationality here. There is a difference. हमारे हिंदू समाज में ये आजकल तो मॉडर्न टाइप हो गया इक्वालिटी. It was always rationality. There is a rational in there is a woman, there is a man, there is a rational relationship, not equality. और ये तो सब अभी झंझट शुरू हो गया. So Bhagwan is saying all these qualities, even in men will have qualities. Shri means prosperity and then Smriti. Smriti means the good memory. Medha, intelligence. Dhrati, the perseverance. These are all feminine quality, but men also will have these qualities. So that's the rational. And Bhagwan says कि that is me. अगर आपके अंदर कभी परसिवरेंस है, determination not to have worldly things, determination attached with desire is not determination, it's not dhrati. वो तो फिर कामना हो जाती है, वो काम हो जाता है. इच्छा के साथ अगर डिटर्मिनेशन है तो काम है. that is not आध्यात्मिक. What Bhagwan is saying here, determination to गांधी जी के आश्रम में, साबरमती आश्रम में there was a cow, और उसका एक calf था, the little baby cow, and the baby cow got sick, and then finally they tried a lot, and the baby cow was suffering. So some people say, "Bhai, abhi to this will not survive, this calf, the baby." So what to do? So doctors, they say we have to give, typically to animals, give the injection and get it done. And Gandhi ji agreed. So जब हो गया तो किसी ने क्वेश्चन कर लिया, बापू हिंसा हो गई. वो गांधी जी का आंसर सुनिए आप. गांधी जी ने कहा था तो आपकी तो यू आर कमिटेड टू द सत्य अहिंसा, ये तो हिंसा हो गई, आपने अलाउ कर दिया. गांधी जी सेड आई एम कमिटेड टू ट्रूथ. Hinsa second. Truth is that, the fact is that it was suffering, and the only way to release that, right? So my commitment to truth, not to what is the incident is happening, and I am still committed to truth. So that's what Bhagavan says, ki when I am committed, dhrati means the committed. Anytime I have that dhrati, in the commitment to do something, that is, Bhagavan says, that is me. That's a divinity from within you sprouting out. And similarly, there are all these qualities. Medha. Medha means intelligence. Not of intelligence which is used for material things. Of course, we need that. I mean, we need Elon Musk kind of people or Steve Jobs. But we all know that when Steve Jobs died, he gave people and I think I shared this, right? He gave, before he died, he told that my funeral, the people who attended my funeral should be given a book, which 500 people copies were available for, and everybody who attended his funeral, they got a copy of that autobiography of a yogi, Steve Jobs. And it is a published thing. I'm not making a statement. You can search on Google. The reason Steve Jobs said, I want people to realize self-realization in this life. Steve Jobs is saying he has done everything in life, but he realized one thing I am missing, self-realization. So he wanted all his friends or whoever to, everything material we need, but self-realization, the Atma Gyan, जिसको हमने पिछली बार भी बोला, right? And that is Medha. That is the Adhyatmic intelligence. Of course, I mean, we need material intelligence, job है, ये सब तो करना है. लेकिन anytime my Medha, my intelligence is used for a good cause, a noble cause. Dalai Lama wrote a book, Art of Happiness, long time, like 1970 or 80. And the book was blockbuster one time, that New York Times bestseller. So the co-author was an American person, I forgot the name. So when the book was published, it was a bestseller, 5 million copies sold or whatever. He went to Dalai Lama. He said, "No, look at our book. It has become a bestseller. 5 million copies sold in a month and all those things." There was no reaction on Dalai Lama's face. And he asked that, "Are you not happy?" And he said, "My question is that, is the book making people happy or not?" He said, "Yeah." And then he had a smile on his face. So Dalai Lama is not writing book for the sake of book. He's writing, that is intelligence. That is Bhagavan says medha. The medha which is used for the well-being of all. The entire Bhagavad Gita is, we know that, Loka Sangraha. Like Gandhi ji or Tilak or Vivekanand ji or Shankaracharya, they did all their life Lok Sangraha. Look at the intelligent people, Shankaracharya, Vivekanand, Tilak, Gandhi ji, Aurobindo, super intelligent. I mean, they are excellent. Their medha was much beyond this common man. But all the medha is used for well-being of all. That is Bhagwan. So let's not, like, कई बार ये श्लोक पढ़ते हैं लोग सोचते हैं कि अरे मैं इंटेलिजेंट हो गया भगवान, ना. Let's not get confused. All these qualities, if they are used for the well-being, if they are used for the knowing the truth, if these qualities are used to fulfill purpose in life, then these qualities, Bhagavan says, this is me inside you. What a wonderful explanation of having Bhagavan inside us, right? We'll read one more shlok and then we'll do the dhyan. So next shlok is 35. Brahatsam tatha samnam
Bruvasam tatha samnam
Gayatri chandasamaham
Gayatri chandasamaham
Masanam margashirsho aham
Masanam margashirshoham
Ritunam kusumakarah.
Rutunam kusumakarah.
तथा हे अर्जुन, मैं गायन करने वाले योग श्रुतियों में बृहत्साम और छंदों में गायत्री छंद हूँ, महीनों में मार्ग शीर्ष का महीना और ऋतुओं में वसंत ऋतु हूँ.
Also Brahatsama of Samahims, I am Gayatri of meters, of months I am Margashir, of seasons the flowery season or spring.
So Bhagavan is saying, like, anyway, so we'll see. Marg Shirsh is the Mahina, which is November, December, which is like it's the winter is going, summer is coming, and then Ritu, Vasant Ritu means we saw spring, which is right now we are going. So best among all these, the Mahino mein, like January, February, December, January, Marg Shirsh ka Mahina hai. And this is based on that time India was, because India was even now India is agriculture country, but that time it was all agriculture. So these Ritu and everything is related to, even spring we also enjoy. Kusuma Karam is when the flowers are blossoming. So that is me. Mahino mein, Rituon mein Kusuma Kar Vasant Ritu. Vasant means spring and Holi and all those things, still man. And then Gayan karne walon mein, so there is a Brahatsam mantra or stuti in Samved, which is singing Bhagavan's glory. So that is me. But the main thing which is very well known to us is Gayatri. So he says, Chando mein. Chand means mantra bhi, Ved ke jo mantra hai, Chand means there is a meter also. Gayatri meter mein Ved ke zyadatar mantra. But Gayatri mantra also, because it's also Chand. So Bhagavan says, mantron mein Gayatri mein hu. And Gayatri we all know, like that's what I said, we'll spend few minutes on that. So Bhagavan says Gayatri mantra mein hu, and we all know that, right? I think everybody knows Gayatri mantra. And I have seen little kids in America which are born, even just Naveen Bhai ke grandchildren, he came and then I asked Gayatri, he said Gayatri mantra. Oh yes, he said Gayatri mantra. बच्चों में मंदिर में बाल विहार में 4 साल 3 साल बच्चे वो कुछ भी बोलते हैं पर वो गायत्री मंत्र बोलते हैं. Their pronunciation may not be right, but they say Gayatri mantra. Om Bhurbhuva Sat. Just imagine, and I always tell them the glory of Gayatri mantra. That's what Bhagavan is saying. I am Chando mein Gayatri hu, mantron mein Gayatri hu. Gayatri mantra is 24 syllables, and it is one of the oldest mantra because it is in all 3 Ved, Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samveda, तीनों में है. And it is said that it is a summary of the Vedic teaching, and it is true. So 24 syllables compiled thousands of years ago. At least we don't know, but more than 10,000 years ago, Rishi Vishwamitra compiled that. And it is said that there is not a single change in the phonetic sequence, in the way it is chanted, and the meaning of it has changed in thousands of years. जब विश्वामित्र जी ने जब he must have seen like the mantra, that's why we call it rishi. Mantra comes to them. Whenever it comes to them and he is saying that time, and it is called Savitri mantra because it is Savita, Surya. Typically we are used for Surya Upasana. But Surya is also Bhagwan. Bhagwan says in Bhagavad Gita, 10th slok, Jyotishanam Bhanu Ashmi. Luminaries में मैं सूर्य हूँ, भगवान ने बोला गीता में. So उस समय उन्होंने देखी लगी, look at the power of Gayatri Mantra. That's what Bhagwan is saying. 10,000 assume 10,000 years ago. 10,000 years ago सूर्य तो थे ही सही उस समय में. और विश्वामित्र जी ने बोला ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यम, सविता सूर्य की उपासना करता हूँ. भर्गो देवस्य, सूर्य में तेज है, ब्रिलियंस. भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि, उनका ध्यान, उस तेज का ध्यान करता हूँ. धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्. एंड प्लीज इंस्पायर मी. सूर्य इज, वी ऑल नो दैट सूर्य भगवान इज एन इंस्पिरेशन. द शब्द सविता हैज कम फ्रॉम प्रसव. प्रसव मीन्स बीइंग बॉर्न. मैंने पहले ही बताया कि इंडिया में हॉस्पिटल्स में कहीं कहीं लिखा रहता है जो लेबर रूम के बाहर प्रसूति गृह. द शब्द इज सूयते. सूयते मीन्स बीइंग बॉर्न. इसलिए जब प्रसव, जब बेबी इज बॉर्न वी कॉल इट प्रसव. उसी से रूट शब्द आया सविता. बिकॉज सूर्य भगवान आते हैं, लाइफ कम्स. एंड दिस वॉज रिटन assume 10,000 years ago, still hold good even today. That is the reason Gayatri Mantra is exactly the same. Nothing is to be changed. Not a single word you want to change from here and there. Perfectly done. When I do dhyan of Bhagwan, your brilliance of Bhagwan, that brilliance is in me too. We all know, we are all students of science. We are all in America. It is not we worship or we like Surya because Surya is outside. Every day when I get sunlight, all my cells are charged. The vegetation, the things I drink or eat, everything has Surya's urja. And that's why we feel good when we see Surya Bhagwan. Because that's already in me. Every cell of my body is charged by Surya Bhagwan. So there is a connection. And I said like last time, भगवान ने बोला ना, अध्यात्म विद्या का मतलब द मोमेंट आई फील कनेक्टेड टू भगवान, दैट विद्या इज आध्यात्म विद्या. एंड दैट इज द रीजन गायत्री मंत्र इज सो पावरफुल दैट इफ आई चैंट गायत्री मंत्र भगवान सूर्य का ध्यान करके, इट इज बाउंड टू गिव मी दैट व्हाट आई एम लुकिंग फॉर, दैट पीस, दैट शांति, जो तेज. और हम भगवान से भर्गो देवस्य, वी कैन डिस्कस वेरी डिटेल गायत्री मंत्र पे. तो लाइक देयर लॉट ऑफ कमेंट्रीज ऑन गायत्री मंत्र, पुस्तकें लिखी हुई है, पढ़ना चाहिए. But the main purpose is that भगवान से that powerful गायत्री मंत्र is me. क्या बात है. तो भगवान सूर्य भगवान है. शशि, उन्होंने बोला है कि ज्योतिषा नाम शशि भानु अस्मि, मैं ही सूर्य हूँ, मैं ही गायत्री मंत्र हूँ, करने वाला भी मैं ही हूँ, सुनने वाला भी मैं ही हूँ, सब कुछ भगवान है. And that is the power of, right? So I think we should, that's the reason we should chant गायत्री मंत्र. There is always a debate about गायत्री मंत्र. बहुत लोग प्रश्न भी करते हैं पब्लिक प्लेसेस पे. पीपल हैव आस्क्ड मी, कहीं कहीं लिखा हुआ है, देयर आर सम आचार्य से दैट ओ दीस पीपल शुड नॉट चैंट, दीस पीपल कैन चैंट. दैट्स फाइन, वी डोंट वांट टू गेट इनटू दैट डिबेट. भगवान ने बोला है गायत्री छंद, आई एम गायत्री. गायत्री मंत्र मीन्स इस अध्यात्म के साधना इज डिफरेंट थिंग. जो लोग गुरुकुल में करते हैं, वी आर नॉट डिबेटिंग व्हाट दे आर राइट और रॉन्ग. बट फॉर मी, गीता के हिसाब से गायत्री मंत्र इज नथिंग बट भगवान का नाम. भगवान के नाम में क्या है कि इसको नहीं करना, उसको नहीं करना, सबको भगवान का नाम करना है. सो इट इज गायत्री मंत्र भगवान का नाम है, इसलिए करिए. भगवान ने गीता बोला. देयर आर आचार्यस हु डोंट लाइक दैट, बट दैट्स ओके. प्रणाम नमस्कार टू देम, बट वी कैन डू दैट, राइट? सो भगवान सेज गायत्री अस्मि. तो गायत्री, तो अभी हम नाउ लेट्स डू अवर ध्यान टुडे. बट जस्ट बिफोर वी डू ध्यान, वन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड. भगवान ने जो श्लोक में बोला है मृत्यु सर्वहर, और काल, काल को भी मृत्यु बोला था. सो भगवान से वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट सो वी शुड नॉट हैव अ फियर ऑफ मृत्यु और काल, बिकॉज इट इज भगवान. That, if we understand that, then only we'll progress in spiritual life. So मीरा का एक भजन है या उसकी दोहा है, वो बोल के देन वील डू द वमेडन. सो मीरा एक बार देख रही थी, जो कोयला जलता है तो राख हो जाती है. तो सो बोलती, लकड़ी जल कोयला भई, कोयला भल कोयला जल भई राख, मैं अभागन ऐसी जली, न कोयला भई न राख. हम लोग इतना तकलीफ उठाते हैं, लेकिन मीरा एग्जाम्पल दे रही है कि देखो ये सब जल के किसी काम के हो गए, कि लकड़ी कोयला बनी, कोयले से राख कुछ हुआ, लेकिन मैं तो ऐसी जली किसी काम की नहीं हूँ, न कोयला भाई न राख, क्योंकि हम जलते हैं संसार की चीज़ों के लिए. तो अगर मीरा ने मैसेज दिया है कि अगर मृत्यु को ऐसा समझ लें तो मृत्यु भी काम की है, अदरवाइज दुखी होते रहेंगे. और so that's what message भगवान is giving गीता. So let's do our ध्यान, and we'll do the ध्यान again. सेम थिंग, दिस ध्यान इज फ्रॉम भगवद गीता ओनली. भगवान ने जो बताया है 6th चैप्टर में. बट एज वी मूव फॉरवर्ड इन भगवद गीता, our understanding of Bhagwan's nature, in fact, our nature also, because that is, we are not separate than Bhagwan. The only thing, there is a layer of agyan. That's what I am not able to see myself as Bhagwan. भगवान ने बोला, जैसे श्री वाक, अगर मेरे मुझ से अच्छी वाणी निकलती है भगवान से, that is me. वाक means the words, right? If I can say something good for someone, that is me, right? स्मृति मेधा, आपकी स्मृति अगर अच्छी है अच्छी चीज़ों के लिए, ये नहीं कि मेरे आज से 50 साल पहले मैंने इसका ये फायदा किया था और उसका नुकसान किया, दैट इज नॉट स्मृति. सो भगवान से दैट इज मी. सो नाउ वी अंडरस्टैंड भगवान्स नेचर एंड आवर नेचर. सो व्हेन वी डू ध्यान, then it is more effective. We don't do dhyan, but we revisit the teaching, and then it becomes dhyan. So we'll do the same, sit straight. And again, this yatra is from apara prakriti to para prakriti. Apara prakriti means Bhagwan's lower nature, anatma, and para prakriti is Bhagwan's brahman nature or atma. And our journey, our dhyan is, we are slowly moving away from this worldly things which are connected through sense objects, and moving towards our true nature, which is Sakshi Chaitanya Atma. And once we are in that Sakshi Chaitanya Atma state, we are with Bhagwan. भगवान ने बताई दिया बहुत तरीके से कि फिर मैं ही हूँ, कहीं जाने की जरूरत नहीं है, आई एम हियर. तो आंख बंद करो और मैं आई एम अवेलेबल टू यू. सो विल से ओम वंस. But if we say it is said and it is practiced, and it is true that if we say Om 6 times, it takes 55 seconds, then it helps quietening the senses. So we'll say one only, but when you do separately, you can do 6 times, right? So that helps quietening the sense organs. So now keep the focus, or rather make an observation on the tip of the nostril and bring image of Prithvi Tattva. And basically, when we say focus, means observe the Prithvi Tattva, keeping the focus on the tip of the nostril. Because through nose, we see the first Tattva, which is Prithvi. We realize or we smell. And slow and shallow breath. Breathing is not like pranayama. Now shift focus to the tip of the tongue, and through tongue we realize we interact Jal Tattva. So bring image of Jal Tattva and observe Jal. That's it. Keep the observation of the tip of the tongue and Jal image. Keep the observing the image of Jal, which is for us Varun Devta. Now shift focus to the eyes and think of Agni Tattva. Agni Tattva means Surya Bhagwan. We just talked about, right? Bring the image of Surya Bhagwan and just observe it. And keep the focus on eyes. Now shift focus to the skin and think of Vayu Tattva, because through skin only we realize there is a Vayu. Other we cannot see Vayu, we cannot touch Vayu. Only way we can realize Vayu is around us through skin. So this is a very powerful technique. If you try to observe, we'll see Vayu, we can feel that, right? The Vayu is inside and outside, but it's a very, and observe the Vayu on the skin, which is for us Pavan Devta. Now shift focus to the ear and hear the sound, because sound travels in space. So basically, when keeping focus on ear means we are focusing on space, Akash. But because Akash, sound travels in Akash, we hear some sound, that means we are in space, and space is inside me too, which is Bhagwan's gross nature. So by doing this, all these senses slowly shut down. And when the senses are shutting down, our transaction with the outside world is stopped. ATM is closed. So there is no transaction. Now next step, we last time do that, because I am not, Bhagwan says that think that I am not these senses. I am not the mind behind, man behind these senses. I am not the buddhi behind these senses. I am not even the ego, the identified body. I am the Chaitanya Atma. So before doing that, one more, that the senses, there is a mind behind the senses. So this is another good technique before we get into Chaitanya Atma, or realizing that this technique is very, I mean, I do that, and it is practiced in our tradition. So observe the mind. This is very unique. We observe the senses, we observe Prithvi, we observe, now observe the mind. And what is the observation of mind? Mind is nothing but a bundle of thoughts. So and it is true even for computer. I'm a computer engineer, I know that, right? And many of you. In the computer also, if we say multiprocessor, but at one time there is only one process working, although it is a multiprocessor, but at one time only. So similarly, we have multiple thoughts, but at one time there is only one thought. So this observation means observe the thought. There is only one thought at a time. You might think, we might think over 100, there's no 100 thought. So one thought will come, like I am speaking now, the thought will come, there, oh, Sanjay Mehta is speaking. And then the thought will stop, there will be a gap, the next thought will come. So just keep observing these thoughts. And it is true, it is not said, it is practically that if you do that, slowly thoughts also stop. And then only when we realize that is me, that is my Sakshi, because that Sakshi who's observing everything, only Sakshi remains, and that we call it awareness or Sakshi or Chaitanya, and that is my Swarup. And Bhagavan says, in that state, Yukta Asit Matpara. One additional thing here is that Bhagavan says, Mera dhyan karo. Sakshi mein, just Bhagavan ka dhyan. Bhagavan, Krishna, Ram, jo bhi hai, like Shiv. So the world is gone, senses stopped, mind is quiet, only thing remains is Bhagavan. Om Padaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Boli Krishna Kanhaiya Lal ki Jai. Stop recording.